And a welcome out here to the Mackey Motors tailgate, brought to you by Mackey Motors in Lake City, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Find your roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City or check them out online at MackeyMotors.com. Jeff Blankman, Doug Wanniger with you here tonight. We are at Kuemper Catholic High School. A couple of Hawkeye 10 conference teams set to square off here tonight. A varsity doubleheader, girls game just a moment from getting underway, about 8-10 minutes from lineups being announced. And then, of course, we'll have the boys game to follow. The Kuemper girls coming into this one 0-2 on the season. Lost to Denison Schleswig this past Saturday, a game I think they probably should have won. They were up 10 in the third quarter, got outscored 28-10 the rest of the way. Also fell in a heartbreaker, losing in overtime to the Carroll Tigers in their season opener 51-47. So they're not very far from being a 2-0 ball club. For the Harlan Cyclones, they're ranked number 3 in the state right now. They come in 3-0 on the year. They have beaten Shenandoah 59-34, knocked off a good St. Albert ranked St. Albert club 48-44, and also beat a good Trainer club who is ranked 58-40. And Doug, you and I were chatting a little bit. Kuemper off to a slow start. I think this team will be fine as the season goes on. But we're kind of seeing a little bit what life right now early on is what, like without Catherine Mayhall, you had that veteran presence on the court the last few years.
Yeah, 4-year starter, all-time leading scorer in the school, you know, and that doesn't even speak to her leadership capabilities and the way she took this young team under her wing last year. Everybody else is back except her, so they're kind of probably trying to find their identity. I mean, there's some good ball players on this team, and we saw them play really well down the stretch last year. And, you know, they got to get their feet and their confidence under them. Shooting very poorly right now and not handling the ball well. A lot of turnovers per game. So a lot of that just comes down to relaxing a little bit, not putting so much pressure on themselves. Maybe take the shot clock a little bit deeper in, just that extra pass, and just being a little bit more secure with the basketball.
Yeah, 29 turnovers a week ago. And as you mentioned, I think one of the things that I said last week during the halftime, as the two teams, both them and Denison, both had more turnovers in the first half than either one of them had points.
Yeah.
There's 4 turnovers in that first half. And then Coach Klink actually talked about that at halftime of the boys game when he joined us. Is play fast but slow the game down in your mind. And you can see right now they're playing fast, but the game's still fast in their mind.
Yeah, and you know, until they relax a little bit, and that's not uncommon, early in the season, especially a lot of these girls play volleyball, so you know, you got to make that switch. And then you come into the aggressiveness of a basketball game, like the game is played today with the up and down the court. And, you know, then as young as they are,
yes.
You know, it's just slowing it down a little bit, taking their time and getting confident and believing in what they can do.
I still flash back to last year, a little bit of a slow start, then got going as the season went on. And I think that's what you're going to see under this Coach Klink coached team as this season goes on as well. Plenty of players are playing well for them early. We need to step away. We'll take a break. We're back in 2 minutes with more of our Mackey Motors at Tailgate as we come to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade, helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform.
The perfect outfits await at a Fun Top and Jeans. Since 2019, a Fun Top and Jeans in downtown Carroll has been your stop for everything from tops and jeans to shorts, dresses, sweaters, even purses and jewelry. And of course, a Fun Top and Jeans is Carroll's Merle Norman cosmetics retailer. Plus, with new styles of tops, sweaters, and more arriving daily, now is the perfect time to stop by a Fun Top and Jeans in downtown Carroll. A Fun Top and Jeans, where the name says it all.
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
Being a part of a team is not only fun, it can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop long-term relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractic. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy and have fun.
Excellence Award for 15 years running. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City, or check them out online as well at MackeyMotors.com. We do come to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Jeff Blankman along with Doug Wanderger with you here tonight. Thanks, of course, as well to Will Miners, who is running our video production here tonight. Our video production brought to you again by a Fun Top and Jeans in Carroll. A Fun Top and Jeans, where the name says it all. And Doug, interesting to look at the matchup between these two teams. And Harlan right now leading this matchup 17-13 since 2007. Part of that is they had won 7 in a row until Kuemper picked up the win last year, 69-61. So I think for Kuemper, you got to come in this group, a lot of these girls back confident that they can pick up the win, but they've got their work cut out for them here tonight. This Harlan team's playing really, really well.
Well, yeah, they're ranked 7th in 3A. They come into the ball game. They've got a really good guard in Aubrey Schwiezo. She's 5'10", averaging 18 points a game. So they really got that go-to player that they can go to. Kuemper hasn't had that yet. We've got to find out who that person can be. I think it could be Elsa Tiefenthaler.
Yep.
But she's just not shooting the ball very well, as are, none of the other girls really right now. And, we've got to be able to put the ball in the hole to win.
And I think the thing with Elsa is I think a lot of teams realize with Kate graduating, when you watch last year's team, the other scorer was Elsa, and now all of a sudden they're really looking to take her away and force somebody else to beat them. And I think Elsa's just finding it difficult to be able to get that shot off when you're the number one focus of the defense.
Yeah, when the opposing team extends that defense out and she's not real tall, it just makes it a little bit more difficult for her to get that shot. Where last year Kate was really good off the dribble and making that pass, that extra pass when she needed to.
Yeah, fiery competitor though, Elsa, not afraid to
Absolutely.
take it in amongst the taller players, that is for sure.
That's one thing I will say about this group of girls. They play hard.
They do.
They're not going to short anybody on effort. So that's why I got to believe that when you put that together with what we saw last year, eventually they're going to come around.
You mentioned Aubrey Schwieso leading, the junior leading Harlan, but they've got some depth in that scoring. Hannah Sunderman averaging 11 points per ball game, Erica Rust at 9 points per ball game, and then Molly Swenson at 7 points per ball game, and Doug Ava Munson also at 6 points per ball game. So behind Schwieso, there's really good balance, and all those girls scoring the ball pretty well.
And Munson's averaging 4.7 assists per ball game too.
Yep, so distributes the basketball very well. Balance, that's part of the reason why they have been so successful. Let's take a look at our starting lineups here tonight. First of all, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the 3-0 Harlan Cyclones under head coach Zach Clayson. They come in again starting a 5'6" senior in Hannah Sunderman, a 5'7" junior in Molly Swenson, a 5'10" junior in Aubrey Schwieso, a 5'7" senior in Ava Munson, and a 6' senior in Erica Rust. And for the Kuemper Catholic Knights here tonight under head coach Andrew Klink, they are 0-2 on the season. They'll start a 5'6" sophomore in Elsa Tiefenthaler, a 5'9" junior in Carson Overmall, a 5'10" senior in Aubrey Houghton, a 5'9" senior in Lauren Bell, and a 5'10" senior in Franny Glenn. And Doug, before we go on and stuff, they are going to say Our Father here real quick, so we'll step away. We'll be back in a minute and a half right here on Kick 106.7.
Dries Company.
People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Dries Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Dries Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
Area high school students have several college courses available to them at the DMACC Carroll campus and the Templeton Regional Center. The courses and books are available to students at no cost. High school students, contact your high school counselor today to talk about how DMACC college credits can be a part of your high school plan.
It's really nice to be able to get college credits to maybe go further degree or just use your auto program to go into the workforce right away.
Products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the...
Oh, hell no, not again! Has the roof on your home or business been damaged by the recent hailstorm? Does your roof need looked at? Let our hail damage experts at Brinks Exteriors work for you to get you a new roof. Call 712 Roof Pro. We know the last thing you want to do is worry about your biggest investment. Hail happens, but we can fix it. Call Brinks Exteriors now for a free roof inspection. 712 Roof Pro.
The volleyball season, so this is our first opportunity. I'm liking what I see right now.
Yeah, it's really well done. It's very clear, it's lit up, and as we're doing the starting lineups, the girls' pictures are up there on the screen with the basketball, so it's pretty cool. A really nice investment for the Kuempers.
And we get to see it right over here to our right. We've got Steve Berger standing over here to our right, literally kind of manning what's going on up on the video board right now, so kind of cool to see that. Also want to take a moment to thank Nathan Durner, who's back in our studio monitoring here tonight. Folks, Nathan has been huge for us. We're doing games on all three of the stations. If we don't have somebody back in the studio to hook us up and get us connected, we're not able to go out and broadcast, and we've been struggling to find people to do that. So Nathan has stepped in a ton of times to be able to help out. So I've said this several times: if you're an adult or you're 16 years of age or older and you'd like a part-time job in the evenings and you don't mind sitting around, if you're an adult listening to games, we can teach you how to hook everything up. It's really simple. And if you're a young kid that, 16, 17 years old, 18 years old, I've got a high school kid that comes in and does his homework while he's monitoring the games, because you don't have to do a whole lot once you're connected unless we have problems. So technically he's getting paid to do his homework. So if anybody wants to help us out, we are looking and searching right now for any help that's out there. And again, so we would appreciate that.
Well,
just reach out to me at jeff@carrollbroadcasting.com.
Hopefully we got somebody listening out there that's looking for a little extra something to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jeff, I was just thinking one of the things that the girls need to do is they need to be stronger with the basketball, and I was laughing as I introduced Franny Glenn. There's nobody that's stronger with the basketball than Franny Glenn is. When she's got it in her hands, when she pulls down a rebound, nobody's going to take it away from her.
Yeah, she is very aggressive and not afraid to get in there. Her and Erica Rost are going to jump things up, and we are set for basketball here tonight on KCIM. Harlan's going to win the tip. They'll bring the ball down with Schweisso. They work it over on the right side now to Sunderman. Skip pass over on the left block, and the layup is up and good. And Molly Swenson will put the Cyclones on top here quickly by a score of 2-0. Pressure now by Harlan. Really good half-court execution that time for the Cyclones, Doug.
Yes, but for the most part handled well by the Knights until they got over half court, and then there's that turnover again.
And there is a turnover. Bringing the ball up across half court is Munson, again averaging nearly 5 assists per ball game. Knights going to set up. Looks like in a triangle in 2. They'll get it down to Swenson, left corner 3, up and good. And Molly Swenson with 5 here early, and the Cyclones that lead it 5-0. Pressure again by the Cyclones. Knights coming towards us up here on the balcony area. Overmall skips it down to the right corner now to Bell. Bell drives in, bounce pass underneath, and knocked out of bounds by Sunderman. It'll stay with Kuemper. Good thought that time on the bounce pass, but Sunderman able to drop down and knock that one out of bounds.
Harlan very aggressive on the defense. They're just a step ahead of us on the pass.
If you're watching the game on the film, you can kind of tell we're standing right next to the Kuemper guys, so you can kind of tell our vantage point here. Inbounds pass comes, they get it over to Houghton, pull up jumper off the right side from about 10, bounce out of bounds. And it is going to be Cyclone basketball. 6:58 left here in the first quarter of play. The 3-0 Cyclones on top of the Knights right now by a score of 3-0.
The Knights dropping back in a 1-3-1 defense, the way it looks.
Schweisso with it, down to Sunderman in the left corner. Skip pass now up. Penetrating in is going to be Munson. Kicks out into the right wing. 3-point shot on the way. That one is up and good. And Doug, right now they're going to have to get somebody on Swenson. She's got 8 and a couple of threes here early on. Now there's a steal by Sunderman. And I think Kuemper going to call a timeout as Sunderman hits the layup. And it is a quick 10-0 lead here for the Harlan Cyclones. We'll take a break with them. We're back in 30 seconds right here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive health care for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
Live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Jeff Blankman, Doug Wanderger with you. Will Miners running our video production here tonight.
Harlan's really got quick with that trap as the Knights turn it over again, Jeff.
Yeah, long past that time over the head of the intended receiver from Franny Glenn, and another turnover on the Kuemper Knights. We'll give it back over to the Cyclones. Doug, Kuemper again, we talked about it, just need to slow the game down in their mind a little bit here.
Yeah, I think they're really intimidated by that press, and it doesn't help when they come out and they bomb from three and hit their first three.
Swenson misses that shot. Rebound, though, taken down by Sonderman up top to Munson. Her three on the way up, no good. Sonderman with the offensive rebound underneath the Swenson, and there is a layup for Swenson. And the lead is now 12-0. And Doug, it was 10-0 in a minute 25 off of the clock as the Knights again kick another pass down the court and turn it over as Overmole throws it over the head of Houghton, and Houghton not able to track it down.
Yeah, the coach is going to put Kaylee Simons in, and they want to talk a little bit with Elsa Tiefenthaler about, being the quarterback out there handling that press.
Knights will drop back. Let's see, I think they've dropped into a, nope, they're staying triangle in two. Swenson open this time, a two from the right corner up, no good. And the rebound taken down that time by Kaylee Simons.
That's
Kaylee
a good,
will bring it
rebound
up.
And then
yep,
double
another
dribble.
Turnover as a double dribble on the Knights. And right now, you mentioned it, Doug, they're not playing with a lot of confidence out there right now. You can tell the heads are down a little bit early on. Aubrey Houghton trying to kind of, get them going a little bit here and fire them up.
Yeah, just, keep playing good defense and keep your hands up. Good job there by Simons of boxing out, taking a good strong rebound. Again, that's two now, and she's just been in the ballgame for a couple minutes.
Sonderman missed that long three. Bell attacks on the baseline and again throws it away, trying to find Houghton. And Kuemper just not crisp with their passes. This is very similar to the start that they had Saturday over at Denison Schleswig, where it was a lot of turnovers to start the ballgame.
Got 5 turnovers to start the ballgame. Down 12-0, just not even 3 minutes in yet.
And now Harlan answers with the turnover. Schwieso tries to find Swenson down in the left corner, threw it behind her, and it will be out of bounds. I think Marty Steffes almost came up with that one.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good hands for Marty.
Yeah, it would have. He should have let Gracie get it. She'd have probably done a better job of catching it, right?
I'm sure she would have.
Overmole kicks it over to Houghton, left corner, three on the way up, no good. And the rebound knocked away from Schwieso by Glenn. Pulling it out of there, though, is Rostoff now to Sonderman. Sonderman will push it up across half court. They'll work it back up at top into the hands of Munson. Munson back over to Sonderman. At the left side, back up top to Munson. Good ball movement.
They got Houghton over there. Houghton on Schwieso over in the corner.
Yep, trying to face guard her here. They'll work it right side top of the key to Sunderman. Now over to Swenson. Swenson drives up. Hands it off to Munson. Dump pass inside to Rust on the right block. Triple team will come. Out to Sonderman. Her three on the way. It's up, no good. Weak side rebound taken down by Franny Glenn. Good defensive stop that time for Kuemper.
Yeah, the Knights in a box and one with Houghton on Schwieso trying to completely stop her.
Glenn with it. Had it tipped away, gathered it back into Simons. Now to Overmole. Overmole going to attack her. Runner on the way, in and out, no good. And the rebound taken down that time by Munson. Munson will push. Kick pass over to the left side. Three on the way from Swenson. Up and good. That's her third three of the ballgame.
Yep, she's hot. She's on a roll.
She's got 13 of their 15. It's a 15-0 lead. Halfway through the first quarter, lob pass underneath. The Bell layup is up and good. Simons picking up the assist, and Lauren Bell gets the Knights on the board.
Simons giving the Knights a boost coming into the lineup.
Skip pass again over to Swenson. The jumper in and out, no good. Rebound taken down that time by Glenn. Knights need to really look to defend her a little bit with the start that she's gotten off to. Overmole up across half court, tried to work the right side. Sonderman able to reach in and knock it away. And we're going to get Tiefenthaler and Charlotte Hackford into the ballgame. Houghton will check out. Who else is coming out for the Knights? It is going to be Kaylee Simons.
It'll be interesting to see if they stay in that box and one. With
if Swenson keeps shooting that way. Tiefenthaler defended up top, works it over on the right side, picks up the dribble, now up top to Overmole. Hackford cuts into the lane, dump pass. Tried to flip it off to Hackford. They were about 1.5 feet away. Harlan comes up with the turnover, tough layup on the other end, and Schweizo's shot goes up and under the basket through the bottom of it, then back down where it didn't get all the way up through. So the Knights will come up with it. Tiefenthaler off to Overmole. Doug, that was kind of a crazy one. Tough pass in traffic as Overmole drives down the lane, runner no good. Glenn Pennant grabs the rebound, her putback no good. Bell comes up with the rebound, ball knocked away and out of bounds off of Munson. It'll stay with Kuemper, but Doug mentioned here a moment ago, that was a tough catch and try by Schweizo down on the other end.
Yeah, she flew up the court, and the girl hit her right on the in stride, but she was too far under the basket. As the Knights get a basket from Lauren Bell.
Yep, inbounds pass comes to Lauren Bell, and Bell with the first 4. She's coming off a double-double against Denison Schleswig the other night. That'll make it 15-4. Doug, Kuemper not out of this one, just got to chip away at this deficit and got to get some stops. And there is a 3 up, no good that time from Munson. Weak side rebound to Sonderman underneath the Rust on the left block. Her shot up, no good. Step through 3 defenders. She'll draw some contact, going to get herself to the free throw line, and that's going to be number 1 on Franny Glenn here tonight in the first against the Knights.
I thought Franny had better position than that, but Sonderman was able to go right over. And
Erica Rust at the free throw line, 73% free throw shooter on the season, 9 points, 9 rebounds per game. And the first is up and no good. New rules again. I think most people now are aware of it, but you get 5 fouls per quarter, and then it's automatically 2 shots, so no more up to 7, and then up to 10 fouls to get free throws.
Of course, this is a shooting foul here,
yep.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yep. So Rust will knock down the second one. So the 1-and-1 pretty much has gone away in high school basketball. Knights break the pressure. 2:30 left here in the first quarter. 16-4 in favor of Harlan. Hackford finds Overmole on the right elbow. Overmole looks to attack, penetrates down, kicks it out to Glenn. 17-footer from the left corner, up and good.
There's a good drive to the basket by Carson Overmole, and Franny flashed out there. She found her and got the assist and gets the Knights 6 points on the board.
Franny's got that ability to knock down the outside shot. Lob pass down to Sunderman on the right block. Shot up no good. Rebound taken down by Lauren Bell. Her second of the ball game. Bell will push it up the right side. We go under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Tiefenthaler back over to a Bell. Drives down a couple of dribbles on that right side. Caught off. Now gets it off to Overmole. Back over to Hackford. Hackford catches. Fires up a 3. It is up. Off the glass. No good. Battle for the rebound. Glenn and Bell that time were fighting each other for it. Tracking down the loose ball is going to be Munson. Now off to Sonderman. Sonderman will bring it up. Tiefenthaler tried to catch her from behind. She got it up top to Schweizo. 3 up now by Sonderman. No good. And the rebound taken down by Bell.
So the Knights have slowed the momentum a little bit here with 1:30 left in the first quarter, down 16-6.
Doug, they got a chance here. If they can cut this down to maybe at 6 or 8 by the end of the first quarter, they're right back into this one. Overmole drives down the lane, runner up, no good. And the rebound taken down again by Munson for the Cyclones.
Carson needs a little bit more control of the ball when she goes up for that. Try to get to the hole and use the glass if she can.
Swenson has cooled down. Her 3 up, no good off of the right side. Bell with her 4th rebound. She'll bring it up now with Tiefenthaler. Tiefenthaler finds Overmole open from the left. 3 on the way up. Good!
Nice find. She stepped out there. Elsa found her. And as you said, the Knights got it down to 7 now, 16-9.
Knights were down at 1 point, 15-0, so a 9-1 run for Kuemper. Munson skips it down to Swenson. 14-footer off the left side. Up no good. Weak side rebound taken down by Overmole. And Doug Swenson went from hitting everything to now all of a sudden kind of going ice cold. They'll go inside. Tiefenthaler to Glenn. Shot up no good. Russ comes now with a rebound off to Munson. Now over to Schweizo.
Go up strong with that, Franny.
24 seconds left here. The shot clock is off, so Harlan will hold for the final shot here of the quarter. Right now they got Hackford out on Schweizo. Right now Munson handling the ball on the right side of the floor. Now backs into the half-court circle. 10 seconds left here in the quarter. They've got to screen her on each side of the lane. She'll dribble over to the right side, down to 4 seconds. Up top to Munson, 3 on the way, in and out, no good. A rebound, putback, no good by Swenson. And we are through at 1 quarter of play. A nice close to that first quarter. Kuemper down at 1 point, 15-0. They trail it 16-9. We'll be back with the second quarter in 1 minute right here on KCIM.
For almost 150 years, Roselle Mutual has been insuring homes, farms, and so much more in Carroll and the surrounding communities. We offer outstanding coverage whether you need it for your shiny new car, your next ATV ride in the trails, or boating day on the water, or you're looking to put better protection on your family home and farm. Roselle Mutual and Grinnell Mutual are here to provide you with expertise, exceptional service, and quality insurance for all of your needs. For commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, give us a call today at 792-4525. Roselle Mutual, proudly insuring the area since 1876.
One of the best kept secrets in Carroll is JP Flooring. I was looking to replace the floor in a couple rooms at home. It can be super overwhelming with all of the options available. I popped by JP Flooring and was super surprised and impressed with the showroom and selection. I had no idea how extensive their product lines were. They have a designer on staff that helped me narrow down what I was looking for. When you change your floors, it changes the whole character of a room. I used their product visualizer and could literally see in advance what the styles would look like in my room. I totally recommend JP Flooring in Carroll.
Second quarter. They hold it down on the right side right now with Lauren Bell. She'll find the cutter. Tiefenthaler back to Bell in the corner. Overmole now cuts down. They'll work it up top to Houghton left side. Tiefenthaler three on the way up, no good, and the rebound taken down that time up by the Cyclones, and that is Addison Wicks, a 5'9" sophomore, who's checked into the ballgame. Doug, with the Knights force the turnover, and we get a travel.
Yeah, and that, that their offense comes from their defense. So, the one thing is, you might not be shooting the ball well, but play good defense and hopefully get yourself back in the game. Sooner or later, that stroke's going to come.
Houghton with it over on the left side. Skip pass over to Overmall, tipped and stolen away by the Cyclones. Also out on the floor is Grace Albertson, a 5'10" junior. They'll get it to Schwieso. Now to Sonderman. Inside to Rust on the right block. Her shot up no good. Weak side a rebound. Put back no good by Wicks, and the rebound taken down by the Knights.
Good strong rebound by Franny Glenn, getting it out on the break.
Overmall open for three again. Up no good. Weak side a rebound taken down, but stolen away by Franny Glenn. Glenn with the steal out to Tiefenthaler. Three up and good. And the Knights continue to charge back down now 16-12.
Good job. That's just hard work there by Franny Glenn. Created that second shot, and Elsa finally knocked one down.
And Doug,
that's her first shot, too.
It's her first shot. Yeah, first make here is a nice dribble penetration that time from Schwieso. And that time the junior said, we need a bucket. I'm going to get one for us. Underneath the Houghton layup on the left side, up and good. Tiefenthaler with the assist. And the Knights, Doug, starting to execute well on the offensive end.
Yeah, a lot better passing and a better ball control.
Inside, Schwieso trying to take over right now for the Cyclones. Drove in off of the right side, draw some contact. She's going to get back to the free throw line, and the tough thing for Kuemper, that's just their second team foul, Doug, but both of them on Franny Glenn.
Yeah, that's not good because she's our big inside presence from a rebounding standpoint, and she should have been stopped out top. I think that's what Coach Yetmar was talking to his players about, is don't let her get to the hole like that.
So the first free throw up and good for Schwieso. Schwieso, 67% free throw shooter on the season.
They're going to stay with Franny Glenn even with the two fouls.
Second one on the way, up and good. You hear a lot more coaches talk about the fact that they want to trust their players to understand the situation that they're in.
Harlan extending this press.
Skip pass down to Bell. She'll come up with it now to Glenn. Layup is up no good. Bell tips the rebound to Glenn. Put back no good. Glenn then tips it away. It'll be out of bounds. And it's going to be Cyclone basketball. And Doug, it is physical down inside. I would definitely say that Franny was hit on both of those shots.
Yeah, she was whacked a little bit, but they're letting them play, and they're letting them play on both ends. That's where being a little bit stronger across the, Harlan's got, you can see they got a little bit more size, a little more physicality across the team.
Swenson over to Munson, down to Albertson, back up now to Munson. She'll drive in, kicks it up top. Swenson open for three. That one is up no good. Weak side rebound to Albertson, shot no good. Battle for the rebound, going to be lost out of bounds. It's going to stay with Harlan. That ball was tipped and it went right off of the fingertips of Overmall.
I'm not so sure that wouldn't have, if she would have just left it go, that it would have been our ball.
Yeah, can't fault her for the effort, though. That is for sure.
Knight staying in that.
Yep, they lob it up top. Swenson down on the block to Rust off the right side. Turnaround jumper up, no good. Weak side rebound to Franny Glenn. I've got her for 5 of those here early. Now to Tiefenthaler, over to Overmole. Left side, down to the baseline to Bell. Bell has it knocked away, and coming out of there with the loose basketball is Munson. Ahead to Schwieso, and can't handle the pass. Went off her fingertips out of bounds, to the turnover right back over to the Kuemper Knights. 5:33 left here in the first half of play.
Harlan gets the basketball. They're right up the court, and Schwieso beat us up the court that time. Fortunately, the pass went off her hands and out of bounds, and the Knights retained possession.
Overmole with it, looking to bring it up. Pressure again by the Cyclones. Dumps it now to Houghton on the left side. Up top to Glenn. Over to the right side to Tiefenthaler. Glenn will cut down through. Now to Overmole, left side, top of the key. Drives in. Little floater up off the rim. Soft, no good. Battle for the rebound. It's being tipped around to Ross, to will clear it for Harlan. Off now to Schwieso. Schwieso penetrates down, gets the lane, splits the defenders, and going to draw some contact. That's either going to go on Hackford or Overmole, Doug. I think both of them with contact on the play, and it looks like that's going to go on Charlotte Hackford. That is going to be number 1 on the 5'9" sophomore.
They got to know that Schwieso's going to go to the hole when she gets the ball in that position. She's taking it to the lane down the right side. It comes down to moving your feet on defense, because she's the one we're boxing.
Free throw on the way up, and no good. Schwieso now 2 of 3 at the line tonight, 67% on the season. So, Doug, she's perfectly at her average right now.
Yep.
Second one coming up. Again, this was a 16-0 ball game.
Do you have
actually
a calculator?
15 to, no, actually my brain is one. Second free throw is up and good. My statistics was something I was always pretty good at. So, Overmole nearly loses it, gets it off to Glenn, about the only thing I was good at. Over now to Tiefenthaler, down to the right corner to Houghton. Houghton finds the cutter. Glenn kick back out. They work it to Tiefenthaler, left side now to Hackford. She'll drive into the lane, gets inside, and going to be fouled by Erica Rost. That'll be number 1 on Rost. And Doug, that is just, I think, the first team foul against the Cyclones here tonight.
Yeah, they're playing pretty good, clean basketball, but I really like the way Charlotte Hackford, the young sophomore, took that ball to the hole.
Yes. Yeah, she's done a nice job for them. 67% free throw shooter on the season. And the first one is up and good. I think she's got a good future. You could see that last year just watching some of the JV games when I was here getting set up. I always try to pay attention, and you could see that the skills was there. It was just gaining some confidence as a freshman, and now you see that as a sophomore. She knocks down both free throws.
That's one thing a lot of the Knights, they struggle taking that ball to the hole off the dribble and then pulling up and getting a good solid shot.
Munson penetrates in, kicks it to Swenson, 17 feet away left side. Now to Sonderman at the free throw line. Back over to Swenson on the wing. Out to Munson. Munson comes off of a screen, nearly traveled, now off to Schwieso. Good defense that time by Hackford. Down to Ross, turnaround jumper off the right block, in and out, no good. And the rebound to Franny Glenn.
Knights continuing to push the ball.
Long, dangerous pass that time from Tiefenthaler. It's going to be out of bounds, and it's going to be Harlan basketball.
I think that's a good call.
I do too. Coach Clank trying to work to get that call, Doug, but we had a pretty good angle from where we're at up above here. Did want to announce too our Weeva at Peyton Jourdan games delayed right now over on kick, as there's a three-pointer up, no good. Rebound taken down by Tiefenthaler. They're having a hard time getting the shot clock up and working, so they're not able to play till they get that fixed. Overmole drives in past, trying to dump it inside, and now, I think the official down on the baseline was going to give it to Harlan, but I think that was touched by Harlan, and it is going to be Kuemper basketball.
Good job by the officiating crew working together, saying, hey, I got a better look at that one. Got it in the right hands. Knights got a chance to close this down to 3 right now.
Glenn with it. Up top, they work it now to Tiefenthaler. Tiefenthaler in the half-court circle over to Overmole, trying to answer with the 3. It's up, no good. Houghton pulls down the rebound, kicks it back out now to Overmole. Overmole drives in, bounce pass, nice look underneath the Glenn. Shot doesn't go, but she'll draw some contact, get herself to the free throw line. And that foul on Rust is going to be her second.
Rust didn't like the call. 6-foot senior forward for Harlan.
Franny Glenn heading to the free throw line, 63% free throw shooter on the season. Free throw is up and no good.
Great rotation, just couldn't get it to go down.
Yep, just off to the left just a little bit. A lot of times, Doug, that comes with the flick of your wrist.
We're talking what it would take for these girls to get back in the game. They were down 15-0, if I remember right, and close it down now 21-17. They got it down to 4.
That's as close as they have been. Schwieso will walk it up. Houghton going to pick her up near the half-court circle. They work it down to the left baseline. Swenson's jumper in and out, no good. Franny Glenn coming up with her 7th rebound, off now to Tiefenthaler. Jump stop, gets it over to Overmole down to the left side to Hackford. 3 on the way up. No good. Weak side rebound to Houghton. Houghton back into the lane. Underneath the Hackford. Layup is up and good. Great job that time by Houghton. And a good cut from Hackford for the layup. And we've got a timeout called by Harlan.
I was just talking about that. Hackford goes to the hole. She goes up strong. That was a nice play and a good job by Houghton to find her.
Timeout on the floor. We'll step away back in 30 seconds here on KCIM.
Family owned and operated since 1948. Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
10-5 run to open up this second quarter of play, and the Kuemper Knights down by 2 right now, 21-19. Jeff Blankman, Doug Wanderger with you here. Nathan Durner back in our studio. Will Miner running our video package. You can watch and listen to the game by going to the CB Sports Network YouTube channel. That is brought to you by A Fun Top in Jeans in Carroll. A Fun Top in Jeans, the name that says it all. Franny Glenn, Doug coming up with a steal there. The Knights got a chance to tie or take the lead.
Yeah, one of the few turnovers by Harlan, but a good job by the Knights.
Hackford goes inside to Glenn. And what did we get? The official was blocked. I think we're going to get
a foul. Or no, a kick. The man called a kick ball.
That was one of those where I couldn't see the official because of the backboard.
Yeah, I got this corner here blocking me off a little bit.
Yep. Inbounds pass coming for the Knights with Tiefenthaler. They work it now to Overmall on the wing. Up top to Houghton. 3 on the way up. No good. Weak side rebound taken down that time by the Cyclones. That is Kinsley Brook, a 6'2 freshman who has checked into the ballgame. Schweiso with it, brings it up. Works it over to Sonderman. Right side 3 on the way up and good. And Doug, Harlan had went cold, but that time they pick up an important 3, and they lead it now by 5, 24-19.
Yeah, 2:30 left here in the second quarter, so the Knights need to answer. Stay close. Don't let this get too...
Beautiful look inside that time from Overmall to Glenn. Shot block. Houghton comes down with a rebound, and she is going to be fouled on the putback by Munson. And Aubrey Houghton will head to the free throw line to shoot 3, or to shoot 2, I should say.
Getting physical in there.
Yeah. Well,
good job of the girls going to the glass, though, get that offensive rebound.
Doug, and I'm not saying it hasn't been well officiated. It's been a well officiated game. But when the game, when there's not a lot of fouls called, what you generally end up seeing is the game gets a little more physical as the game goes on. And I think we're seeing that here in the second quarter as Houghton misses that first free throw. Again, saying it's a well officiated game, but it has gotten more physical. Second free throw up and good.
Well, the girls are getting a little bit more intense. You know, it started out our girls were really tentative, and now they've picked it up on both ends of the court.
Schweiso with it. Works it over right side, defended by Houghton, down to Sonderman on the corner. Skip pass now left side, Munson into the lane. Dump pass underneath to Swinson. And Doug, you see there why she averages 4.7 assists per ball game.
Yeah, nice job. She found that teammate underneath there with a nice little flip pass underneath for the easy layup.
Tiefenthaler out high in the half-court circle, over now to Bell on the right side. Bell off it to Overmall, cutting through as Houghton catches it. Free throw jumper up, in and out, no good. And the long rebound taken down by Schweiso. Cyclones with a chance to extend here before the halftime. Schweiso penetrates up, caught up by that time by Houghton, but they'll kick it out. 3-point shot from Swenson, no good. Rebound to Sonderman, back out to Munson. She'll drive in, back over to Swenson. Now to Schweiso, right side, top of the key. Nice cut by Sonderman, but Tiefenthaler got a hand on the pass. It goes into the hands of Munson. Now to Schweiso down the left side. Runner up, no good. Battle for the rebound. Loose on the floor. Still loose, and it's going to be tipped out to Munson.
We got to box out better, be stronger with our hands.
They work it down to Swenson on the baseline. Now off to Munson. Dump pass underneath, and the layup from Brook is up and good.
Yeah, Franny was upset with herself there, but she's got those 2 fouls on her, and we can't get a cheap one here to end the quarter.
They work it from Houghton to Bell. Turnaround jumper up, no good. Franny Glenn goes up high for the rebound, and we're going to get
that's got to be a reach-in.
Yep. And it is going to be a reach-in foul. Going to go on Sonderman. That is going to be her first.
That goes to the comment I made early in the game when Franny's got the basketball. Don't try to take it away from her because you aren't getting it.
You may have a dislocated shoulder or elbow.
Yeah.
Yep. She's not afraid to be physical. Dump pass up top to Bell, tipped by Schweiso. It's a foot race. And Carson Overmole able to track it down. Now knocked away from behind, and we're going to get a foul. And I think that's going to go on Schweitzel. And that is going to be the call, and that'll be her first. And that is the 5th team foul. It should be free throws coming up here. 2 shots coming up for the Kuemper Knights, as that is the 5th foul here in this second quarter. So the Knights will get a couple of free throws with Carson Overmole. Overmole, 67% free throw shooter on the season. Roselle Mutual halftime report coming up, Doug, as well.
Yeah, the Knights had this down to 4, so got a chance to put it down to 6 here.
Free throw on the way from Overmole. Hits the back of the rim. Kind of thudded there, Doug, but drops down through. It's 28-21.
Yeah, those usually bounce off.
They do. That one hit the very back of the rim, and then just kind of didn't bounce up high in the air. Just kind of
didn't bounce at all. It just kind of hit and then
kind of rolled in. Yeah.
So Knights backs remaining. We got Hackford going to continue in this box and one. She's playing that man-to-man on Schweitzel.
Houghton hits both free throws, or Overmole does. It's 28-22. Munson with it, kicks it over to Swenson. Her jumper on the way from 18, no good. Rebound tipped out, corralled by Overmole. Overmole out on the break, knocked away from behind. Schweitzel comes up with it, picks up the dribble. Now works it up top right side, top of the key over to Swenson. Inside to Brooke, turnaround jumper up and good. And Doug, for a freshman, she's been pretty confident down there on that right block.
Well, she's got that last name of Brooke, and there's been a lot of athletes over there out of Harlan as we try to throw it right through somebody and throw it away, and that's a big turnover here at the end of the second
Cyclones
quarter.
could extend this to 10. They work it down to Swenson, now out to Sonderman, up top to Munson, down to 7. Back to Brooke in the lane. Had the shot, didn't take it, now finds Munson down to 3 seconds, and she is going to be fouled, and she drives down that right side of the lane. Clock will stop with 1.7 seconds remaining here, and we're going to get a free throw coming up here.
I think that's on Munson. Carson Overmole. Fortunately, it wasn't on Franny Glenn. Got to give Franny a lot of credit. Played a good share of the second quarter with 2 fouls, but never picked up the next one.
Overmole picking up her first. Munson at the line, 88% on the season, but misses the first, Doug. That's a big one. Knights won't have to worry about boxing out here as Harlan's got everybody cleared out of the lane.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to get a shot off. 1.7 seconds left.
Second one up, good. So now Harlan will come out, put some pressure. Overmole off to Hackford, and they do not get a shot off. We'll head to the halftime. Harlan leading it here 31-22 as they rebuild a lead that had been cut down to 2. We'll step away, take a break. We're back in 3 minutes right here on KCIM with our Roselle Mutual halftime report.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
DePaco Credit Union strengthens your well-being. Build strong communities. Because when our members love life, it makes a brighter community for all. DePaco can help you be well.
Only Pizza Ranch serves buffet your way.
Don't you mean my way, Mr. Voiceover Guy?
Sure, anyone's way, actually. Request your favorite pizza. We'll make it, bake it, and give you the first slice.
I can add peppers to pepperoni, Stampede on stuffed crust, maybe Texan taco on thin. No tomatoes on my half. How can I convince Mom to let us eat here every night?
It's buffet your way at Pizza Ranch. Say it with me, kid.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
The perfect outfits await at a Fun Top and Jeans. Since 2019, a Fun Top and Jeans in downtown Carroll has been your stop for everything from tops and jeans to shorts, dresses, sweaters, even purses and jewelry. And of course, a Fun Top and Jeans is Carroll's Merle Norman cosmetics retailer. Plus, with new styles of tops, sweaters, and more arriving daily, now is the perfect time to stop by a Fun Top and Jeans in downtown Carroll. A Fun Top and Jeans, where the name says it all.
Halftime show tonight sponsored by Roselle Mutual Insurance. Roselle Mutual that knows that the value of teamwork, it begins with a building and trust. It's important when it comes to your insurance needs too. Roselle Mutual, along with Grinnell Mutual, they're here to provide you with expertise and exceptional service. Give them a call today, 712-792-4525. Jeff Blankman, Doug Wienerger with you here. Again, Will Miners running our video production, which can be watched on the CB Sports Network YouTube channel. So go to YouTube and search CB Sports Network. And again, you can subscribe to that. It's a free subscription. Just means you get a notification when we go and upload and go to start a game, so it can tell you what game that we are broadcasting with live with a video. Nathan Durner back in our studio. Doug, 31-22 here at the half. This was a 21-19 game lead, 21-19 lead for Harlan late in that second quarter. So they started the game quick and then closed this first half quick. Kuemper kind of controlled, I thought, the middle part of it, that late first quarter into the middle part of the second quarter.
Yeah, we started out, very tentative, got down 15-0. Our girls were very, just looked nervous, sloppy passes, sloppy with the basketball, but then they got under composure, started playing well, started attacking a little bit more, and then got sloppy again with the basketball on the offensive end, and unfortunately, dropped back down by 9, but they give credit, 15-0 deficit, and they closed that down to 4 at one time, so they know that they can do it, but now it's back up to 9.
Doug, and credit some of that with, I think, Harlan increasing the defensive pressure. Schwieso also tried to take over offensively a little bit when that lead came, but Kuemper had like 2 or 3 possessions down 21-19 where they had a chance to tie or take the lead, and you know how it is with high school kids. You miss those opportunities. You've climbed that hill and you don't get it tied. You wonder if that got into their minds a little bit and helped Harlan go on that run there at the end of the quarter.
Well, I think the other thing that helped Harlan is they picked up the physicality because the officials are letting them play a little bit. Now, they did end up getting a couple fouls, but I think, I'll take the trade-off of the physicality and the aggressive defense and give up a couple fouls any day, but knocked a lot of balls away, and then again we had more turnovers, and you can't score when you turn the ball over.
Did you notice it got called a little tighter there the late part of that second quarter? But defensively, you and I were talking about it during the break. We kind of said it during that first half, but you come out in a box with one trying to take away Schwieso, and then Swenson comes out. I thought maybe she'd keep hitting things because she wasn't missing early in the game. 3 threes, 3 two-point baskets, but she went cold late in the first quarter, didn't really hit anything in the second quarter as well, so that took away a little bit of their offense. They've been able to get the inside game going with Brooke and then Schwieso on the dribble drive. But what have you thought about the Kuemper defense here tonight?
Well, again, we got to make sure if we're boxing her out that we keep her. We can't let her drive to the basket because she got some cheap ones, and then I think actually that's when we got the foul down low on Franny as well, was her going to the hole. And then the other thing is when you get those long passes over the top of that zone, because there's only 4 girls back there, right? They got to make sure that they box out on that weak side.
And we just got word that the paint and train on our Weeva game's just getting started tonight over on Kick 106.7. Again, they had shot clock issues tonight. The shot clock's been a nice addition. to the high school game. I guess if you don't like the old North Carolina style offense late in
Or
games.
Lute Olson.
I know Harlan fans were okay with it because Mitch Osborne ran it a lot.
Yep.
And before that they were able to take that away, and then Randy Beeson, the Carroll head coach, kind of picked up on that and played for Mitch and used that pretty effectively as well. But I
didn't know Randy's from Harlan.
Yep, he is. Yes.
I did not know
so
that.
yeah, he actually. I have a lot of family from down in the Harlan area. I'm related to a lot of the Brooks and the Grodies down in that Harlan area.
Now, if I asked them, would they tell me that they're related to
No,
you?
they would tell you they're related to my mother, but not to me.
Well, he must have played about the same time then Joel Osborne played for his dad. Probably back in those days.
And I couldn't tell you. I know I've talked to Randy about the time frame he was there. I think it was early 2000s, if I remember correctly. So yes,
Got to know Joel a little bit. Just a heck of a good family down there. But he's a football coach down at Benedictine.
Let's take a look at our first half numbers here real quick. For the Harlan Cyclones, Hannah Sonderman with 5 points, Molly Swinson with 15, Aubrey Schwieso with 5, Ava Munson with a 1, Erica Rust with a 1, and Kinsley Brook with a 4. They go 5 of 8 from the free throw line. For the Kuemper Knights, unofficial numbers: Elsa Tiefendaler, 3 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Carson Overmole, 5 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. Aubrey Houghton, 3 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. Lauren Bell, 4 points, go with 5 rebounds. Franny Glenn, 3 points, 8 rebounds, an assist, and 2 steals. Kaylee Simons also with 2 rebounds and an assist. And Charlotte Ackford off of the bench with 4 points. Knights go 6 of 8 from the free throw line. We're going to step away. We'll take a break. We'll come back with our second half and more of our Roselle Mutual halftime report in 1 minute. Right here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM. Knights trail at 31-22.
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
Halftime show sponsored again by Roselle Mutual Insurance. Roselle Mutual knows that teamwork begins with building trust. It's important when it comes to your insurance. It needs it too. Roselle Mutual and Grinnell Mutual, they're here to provide you with expertise and exceptional service. Give them a call today, 712-792-4525. Doug, played basketball, been around the game a lot in my life. You always hear coaches the first 3 minutes of this third quarter going to be pretty important.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if anybody made any adjustments, but I'm guessing Harlan's coach is going to say, hey, come on, guys, get more aggressive on defense, and then, the Kuemper Knights get back to taking care of the basketball, be stronger with the basketball so we don't have those continued turnovers. I don't know how many we had in the first half, but I'm sure we're well on our way to that average of 24 a game.
Yeah, very close to it probably, at least if, not real close to it or not at that pace. Harlan with the basketball. We start the second half of play. Munson with it, defended by Tiefenthaler. They'll kick it up top to Sonderman. Sonderman drives in, tied up by Overmole nicely, and the jump ball possession now goes over to the Kuemper Knights. Good defensive stop to start this second half for Kuemper.
Yep, that's what they need. Now come back and take care of the basketball on the offensive end.
So Harlan will go full court pressure. Knights with their starting 5. Same with Harlan to start this second half. So Sonderman, Swenson, Schwieso, Munson, and Rust. For the Knights, it's Tiefenthaler, Overmall, Houghton, Bell, and Glenn. Tiefenthaler out near the half-court circle with it. Finds Houghton over on the right wing. Cyclones, Doug, sitting here in a 2-3 zone. Houghton drives into some traffic now to Overmall. Turnaround jumper up, no good. Rebound comes down to Rust.
Carson's just got to turn, pivot, and go up strong with that.
Schwieso drives in on the right side, goes up over Glenn, shot no good. Rust uses her height to grab the rebound. Back out to Schwieso, 3 on the way up, no good. Long rebound to Sonderman. Sonderman with it, kicks it back off now into the hands of Munson.
The old
Munson backs it back out top.
Fundamentals boxing out.
That time they did have Russ back boxed out, but she just used her height to be able to reach up over. Tiefenthaler tips the pass and comes up with the steal.
Good hands, and that was a double dribble we got away with.
Overmull down to Bell. Baseline jumper from 5. No good. Offensive rebound to Glenn. She'll draw some contact, and Munson going to pick up the foul.
Lauren shot that ball just a little quick, go up with a little bit more touch and hopefully get it, but a good job there by Franny Glenn. She got about 9 rebounds now.
I got her for 9, yep. Those unofficial. Franny at the line.
I think she was 1 for 2 in the first half.
Yes, she was. First one is up and no good. Franny should make this one as a 63% free throw shooter, sitting 1 and 3. If you look at statistics, I would guess that this one should go in. Free throw on the way. It is up. That one is no good. And the rebound taken down by Rust. See why you can't just go by statistics, right, Doug? For all the math guys,
play the
for
game.
all the math people out there, absolutely. Ball tipped out. It's going to be into the hands of Swenson. Back underneath now to Rust. Over to Sonderman on the left block. Kick up pass tipped by Tiefenthaler to Munson, who drives in, leaves it off for Rust. Layup up, no good. Battle for the rebound, back to Rust. They'll kick it out to Sunderman, left corner, 3 on the way. Yep, in and out, no good. Schweitzer with the offensive rebound, shot blocked by Houghton. It'll stay with Harlan as it goes out of bounds.
That's a physical battle in there between Franny Glenn and Erica Rust, two
fun to watch that one, isn't
big,
it?
strong girls.
Lob pass comes into Rust, right elbow. Now to Sonderman, left side, top of the key. Inside, turnaround jumper by Swenson, up, no good. Rust again able to pull down the rebound, and Franny Glenn just picked up foul number 3. First here in the second half against the Kuemper Knights.
And I did think Franny pretty much had her boxed out that time, but Rust went up over her back and just a little bit bigger and longer arms and grabbed the rebound.
Rust 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Free throw on the way. It is up, off the rim, and no good. Did you get my bold challenge email yesterday?
I did.
Okay.
Just I know who the loser's going to be. I'm just trying to figure out into that group who the winner's going to be. As
well, you know what? Are you saying I'm going to finish last? Is that what you're saying? Or is it
I
Honnold?
never said anything. Kaylee Derrickson checks in for Franny Glenn.
Free throw no good. Tiefenthaler grabs the rebound, pushes it down to the other end, leaves it off for Tiefenthaler. She tries to drive in, but is tied up by Swenson. And the jump ball position arrow this time is going to favor Harlan. And Doug, I say this all the time, weight rooms are so important, and you see it in our area a lot of times, not just with Kuemper, but getting out physical. It's girls or boys get into the weight room and work out.
Well, whenever you play Harlan, you better show up to play physical basketball.
Swenson misses the 3. Russ comes down with a rebound. Cut off on that left baseline out to Sonderman. Nice pump fake, pulls up from 5, jumper up in good.
And that's the first basket of the second half, and it goes to Harlan.